It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They begin the drive with Williams. Fighting through, and he's got space. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
You look at this Bears defense.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Still on his feet. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot almost every snap? But the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They try the left side with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Bears at 3-11 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Fields. And he comes back with one complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again to Williams, running right.
He'll take this to the 46. You look at this Bears defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Williams. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
And McKee now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
McKee will look to throw it. Mims with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Pushing his way through. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone from a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marvin Mims.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Fields now to throw. That is caught.
Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react. And
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll go down at the 28.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
On the counter, here's Williams. Down to about the 22 here.
162 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point safely through. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Broncos.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. But 223 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They run it again with Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. Javonte Williams. And all
the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams.
65 yards.
And the Broncos have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. To throw is Fields. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On fourth down, Fields.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be third down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, it's Williams shedding the tackle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what
There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
No problem there on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
taking it in from the 20.
And the Broncos add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL's.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, 79 yards.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They give it to Williams, running right.
He'll take this to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Down the numbers. There he goes. goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
26 yards.
And the Broncos extend their lead yet again.
Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Bears 6.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Now it's Fields.
Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Back to throw, McKee. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
2nd and 11 now.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That good for 19 and a first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Keep it up. Good ball, baby.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give up the middle to Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, Williams.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Williams. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Broncos, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Chicago, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the